2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I am not a boxer, but I think I found the solution to become one. When I first decided to try boxing, I had no idea what I was getting into. I've always been very interested in fitness, but boxing, that's a whole different world to me. I wasn't sure where to start, how to throw a proper punch, or even if I could keep up at all. And that's when I found FightCamp, which has been a complete game changer for me. From day one, FightCamp has made everything super easy. Setting up my space has been a breeze. The bag itself is super solid, and it feels like something you'd find in a real boxing gym. It's the perfect height, it's stable, and it's ready to take a beating. And I'll be honest, it has taken some practice before I was really able to land some punches on this bag. But I love that I don't have to worry about the bag toppling over, even when I go all out. In addition to using FightCamp solo, you can also use it with someone else at the same time. And this has been especially fun for my wife and I, as we're super competitive. Now you can't box without boxing gloves, and the gloves that FightCamp provides are actually really awesome. Now, I thought my old gloves I've had would do the trick, but no. Once I put on the gloves from FightCamp, I could tell that these are actually made for training. They're comfortable, well padded, and you're getting a lot of wrist support here too, which is especially important as my technique continues to improve. And along with the high quality gloves, we're also getting some really nice wraps from FightCamp. Now, the wraps of course are very important, but what makes these wraps even better is that there's actually a slot in the wraps for the trackers. So you wrap the tracker in the wrap, and then from there, of course, you put your hands with the wraps on into your gloves, and then everything's just super seamless and is comfortable and just makes a lot of sense. It makes it very easy just to jump right in and start using FightCamp. Now, speaking of those trackers, that's really what takes things to the next level here with FightCamp. The trackers, of course, do track your punches, and that accuracy with the trackers gives you some really valuable information as you're using FightCamp. It also gives FightCamp kind of a gamification aspect because each punch is specifically tracked. All of that data then shows up on your TV thanks to the console, which we'll talk about in a second here. But in many ways, this implementation makes things even better compared to your typical boxing gym because those gyms don't have technology like that to tell you exactly what you're doing, so you're able to actually go back then and improve based on that feedback. It really makes every session feel like a challenge that I want to win. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a big lover of tech, and the app here is top notch. It does everything you need to do, and it also works very smoothly, it's reliable, and that also made the setup process very easy with FightCamp. Initially, I was a little bit skeptical about the app, but it actually has turned out to be one of the best aspects of FightCamp, and that really goes for all of their technology as well. The variety of workouts, the ability to track my progress, and even the leaderboard system keeps me coming back to FightCamp. I love scrolling through the different training videos and picking a session that fits my vibe for the day. And speaking of the training videos, the coaches are incredible. They break everything down so that it's super simple and easy for beginners like me. And throughout the entire process, I never felt lost at all. Whether it's learning the proper form, combinations, or footwork, the instructions are clear and motivating, and I love that they bring so much energy to the workouts. It really feels super interactive. And none of this would be possible without the FightCamp console. I love that the console is its own separate device. I simply was able to plug it into the TV and immediately everything works. It also runs nice and smoothly. It's certainly not a slow console or laggy or anything like that. And you also don't have to be really into tech either to figure out how to set it up. The console gives me all the data I need at a glance, and I love seeing my progress in real time. The whole interface on the TV is also very easy to understand, and it's really rewarding to watch my punch count and intensity increase over time. And I never realized how much I rely on this data to stay motivated, but it really is a core part of the FightCamp experience and my training. Now, after just several weeks, I can confidently say that FightCamp has now become a part of my lifestyle. It's now time to do a FightCamp workout. So to get started here, I do have to do a 1-2 punch to tell the system that I'm ready to get started. There we go, did the punch. Now before beginning this workout, we are gonna be doing a warm-up, so that's super important, and the instructor is gonna show me what to do right now. You can also see up in this corner, we do my heart rate. There is a heart rate monitor right here under my shirt. This comes with FightCamp, so that's a very helpful metric to have. So just gotta loosen up a little bit here before I start boxing. And I like too how easy these videos are to follow along. But I definitely know that if you don't warm up before boxing, it's gonna be bad in all ways. So this is very important. Okay, Outside in. Leg swings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gotta get that form down. Here we go. And keep in mind, I'm still a beginner, so I don't necessarily have the best form, but these instructors certainly make it way easier. Time to put on the gloves. And I also like how easy their gloves are to put on. That's not always the case with boxing gloves. Go, got that one on. Okay, and remember, I do have trackers underneath the gloves here, underneath the wraps as well. So those trackers do keep track of each punch that I throw. So you're going to see my heart rate has already elevated just because of the warm-up. So already off to a great start when it comes to burning calories and gaining muscle.
Regular stance, let's throw a 1-2 push to warm it up.
You can see my goal in the corner as well. I want to meet that goal. 210 punches. Let's see. Whew. So obviously, I got to continue to work on my form. This doesn't happen overnight. I know it's going to take months realistically. But these videos really, let's see, step in, 1, 2, all right. Coasting through these punches like how I'm coasting through this week. Pow, 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 pow. Woo, woo. Yeah, oh, okay, 1, 2 again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that is a workout. I have to take another break. Wow. It's no longer just a workout, and it's something that I genuinely look forward to on a daily basis. I feel stronger, more confident, and more disciplined as well. And the best part is, I'm just getting started with my boxing journey. I can't wait to keep pushing myself, leveling up my skills, and seeing how far I can go with FightCamp. Now, if you're on the fence about boxing, or if you're looking for a fun and effective way to get in shape, I cannot recommend FightCamp enough. It takes all the guesswork out of boxing and makes the journey very exciting, even from day one. And trust me, once you start with FightCamp, you will not want to stop.